Bozeman City Commissioners held a work session on their climate plan to discuss what needs to happen to achieve the goals outlined. NBC Montana's Brianna Carroll breaks down where the city is in terms of meeting those goals and what challenges lie ahead.
The City of Bozeman's climate plan outlines three major goals: achieve carbon neutrality by 2050, utilize 100% net clean electricity by 2030, and reduce emissions 26% from 2008 levels by next year. But right now, the city is not on track to meet that 2025 deadline. City officials say that although they are doing all they can to achieve those goals, the city alone does not have the power to meet them.
Sometimes it might be the city of Bozeman, sometimes it might be Gallatin County, sometimes it might be the state of Montana, sometimes it might be the United States of America. Whatever those are, they get in the way of the world that people are telling us in their comments that they wish to be living in, that we don't have the authority to exact that vision.
The latest community greenhouse gas emissions inventory shows that in 2022, the city of Bozeman produced over 687,000 metric tons of CO2e, a 31% increase from 2008 levels. Together, commercial and residential buildings were responsible for 52% of emissions, split evenly between electricity and natural gas usage within those structures. The other major culprit is the transportation sector, responsible for 37% of total emissions, with gasoline-powered cars and aviation accounting for more than half, 39% and 28% respectively. City commissioners pointed out that two of the major drivers behind those emissions, Northwestern Energy and the Bozeman Yellowstone International Airport, are not within the city's control.
The fundamental problem with this is that the bulk of our emissions future was driven not necessarily by any efforts we could put into place, but basically what Northwestern does with its electricity.
But it's not all bleak. The city is making progress toward its goals through a number of projects and initiatives enacted over the past year. And although total emissions in Bozeman are up, emissions per person decreased 17% from 2008 levels and are currently 15% below the national average. Commissioners agreed that moving forward, the city should focus on the projects that will have the greatest return on investment in reducing greenhouse gases, as well as working toward forging partnerships with outside entities like Northwestern Energy.
The biggest step forward that we could make in terms of achieving our 2030 electrification goal is the Green Power program. We will know, I think, very soon whether or not we can come to a term sheet.
The city completes a community greenhouse gas inventory every 2 years, with the upcoming inventory for 2024 anticipated to be complete next year. Once complete, that inventory will give city leaders a clearer look at what it will take to meet their climate plan goals. Reporting in Bozeman, Brianna Carroll, NBC Montana.